We are at Legendary Bikes Java, and this is the Java 42 in Starlight Blue, and it looks really cool in this color. That's 42 spelled in English, not the numbers 4 and 2. They actually have different models which I'll be explaining a little later. Everything looks pretty standard. The instrument cluster and all of that looks pretty much the same as the 42. Let's see if it rides the same way. This is the first time I'm riding this bike, but I have ridden the Java 42 2.1 in a previous video that we have uploaded. Okay, let's go for a quick ride. Okay, so the bike has a trip meter, a fuel gauge, headlight, high beam and low beam, so that's pretty standard. And it has some really nice and practical mirrors compared to the Java 42 2.1, which comes with bar end mirrors. However, you have an option to get bar end mirrors with this bike also, and that would cost you extra. The other accessories that you can get with this bike are alloy wheels and tubeless tires. It comes in 6 really attractive colors: Nebula Blue, Red, Starlight Blue, Lime, Teal and Green. In my opinion, I would say that the Nebula Blue looks extremely attractive and would be my personal choice out of all these colors. The Nebula Blue only gets better and better looking as the sun goes down. A lot of people find the Java line of bikes quite confusing at the moment, and I'll do my best attempt to explain it. Java currently offers 4 models, 3 of them which have the same engine. The Java Perak is slightly more powerful than the others. The Java Classic is the most classic bike of all and is reminiscent of a Royal Enfield. The Java 42, which I'm riding right now, is the one between the Classic and the Sports version. The Java 42 2.1 is the sportiest looking one of all. These 3 Javas feature a single cylinder 293cc engine which is unexpectedly smooth and is definitely one of the smoothest single cylinders I've ever ridden. Its 27.3 PS of power is spread across the power band and does feel plenty fast, especially when compared to the sportier Duke 200. It's also really flickable and feels sporty. This is because it has a low center of gravity due to its low seat height of 765mm, which means it is really accessible for most riders no matter the height. The 172kg weight is easy to maneuver and to get it in and out of a parking spot. It has good amount of ground clearance, saving the bottom of your bike from potholes and bumps. This bike should easily give you 35 km to the liter on an average. It comes with dual channel ABS and the brakes provide adequate stopping power even past 100 km per hour. Overall, the bike feels like an excellent value for money and complete package, which in my opinion is the way to go over the Royal Enfield bikes any day.